Alright, I think I'm ready. Or as ready as I'm gonna be. Hi Keitan. How's your evening going? If you want, a little later when more people show up, I can showcase your game. Whoop. My avatar just jumped? Let's see now. I think today I'm gonna work on making the instructions a bit more obvious or useful. Because right now everything's still kind of confusing. Especially if you haven't seen me making this thing. Also, does it still work? Okay. That looks really bright, though. Sorry, net went down? Oh, I was just asking if later on... hi, Keitan. I was just asking if later on, when more people show up, if you wanted me to show off your game. Or at least the release that you shared. And I was also asking, how's your evening going? Yeah? Okay, will do. Maybe in like half an hour or so, I think. But right, for today, I think I'm gonna work on making some sort of tutorial level. Pretty quiet evening? Those can be nice, though. Just chillin'? Nice, nice. I think a comfy Keitan is the best Keitan. Hi, Demonic Princess. How's your, morning, or early morning going? And thanks for stopping by. Let's make another level. Good, how are you doing today? Not too bad, not too bad. I had my brother and his boyfriend over last night for a movie night. We watched, Turning Red. It was pretty fun. And then I showed them my game, and they were hecka confused. So that's why I think I'm gonna make a tutorial level today. Sorry we tricked you on thinking that Lucky was my real nephew. No worries. I mean, that's like the kind of relationship I'd almost expect from a nephew. So he may as well be your nephew. But I do love the way you two go back and forth on stuff. It's super entertaining. Tutorial? Yeah, I think this game sorely needs one. Cause yeah, the both of them are pretty decent gamers, and they both kind of had difficulty with it. So I need to step up my game, I think. He started to call me Auntie Charlotte, even though my name is Marcia. But Lucky is nice. Yeah, Lucky seems pretty nice. A bit abrasive if you don't, like, if you actually take him too seriously. But if you take him the right amount of serious, he's pretty funny. I certainly enjoy listening to him. Let's see. I'm gonna make you kind of a minty green. Minty green seems tutorial-ish. And the kind of claw we want. I think the regular claw. And for tiles, let's see. So I think we actually want to start like something over here. We'll have like a coin just sitting right there. You gotta pick it up, put it in the prize area. Maybe move that like right there. I will go night-night though. I'm really tired today. I will watch the VOD tomorrow. I hope the stream goes well. Oh, thanks. And I hope you sleep well and have pleasant dreams. All right, we want 2D node or a node 2D. And I want you to be filled with prizes. Let's put let's do just a coin. Right there. And then like that, we'll start the claw machine off over here. And then I think I gotta make like graphics or something that showcase the buttons that you can use. Or I need a layer of some UI elements that are like behind the level but in front of the background. Do I have anything that would do that? So if we open up the game canvas layer, game UI, do you have a canvas layer? You do not. Maybe I need to have a canvas layer within the scene itself? Where are you, canvas layer? There we go. We will do... let's just add a label just to see. Oh, and I want a panel. Put you in the panel. This canvas should have layer 1. Is that what you're on? You're on layer 3. So this might be behind you. Let's check by doing a panel. And in the label, we'll put some test text. Sure. We'll save you levels as level. Whoa. Not like that. Doesn't look like it's there. Or wait a minute, maybe it was there, but in the top corner? It is up there. Shoot. How do I get you to render? Follow viewport. Wait, is that what it was doing though? Up. Just play the scene. There it is. But you are in front. I want you to be behind. Or do I? Maybe I do want you to be in front. If I put you to layer 0, whoops, this button. You're still in front. Lower values are drawn first. Oh, wait. Yeah, so if I have -1, that should be drawn and then other stuff drawn on top of it? It drew the background on top of it. That's not what I wanted. Move it up in the list? Oh, I see what you mean. Like that. Okay, let's try it now. Still like that. Let's check where you are. Canvas layers on layer 0. Also, hi PJZ here. How's your evening going? Or your day, if you're somewhere that it's day. Layer 3. The background. What layer? You're on -1. So I think I actually want the background to be -2. Layer -2. Now, in this one, what happens if I put you -1? Will you get rendered on top of the background? Yep. And nice. Okay. I've got background text boxes. I'm right, Coaster. It's evening and it's alright. Played some Gunfire Reborn with a friend, but he had to go. Co-op FPS is the low-key up-and-coming genre. Yeah, I totally like co-op FPS. Probably a lot more than I like PvP FPS. Alright, got the coin. Put it in the thing. So let's take this and move you over here. Now pick up coin with is there a way I could do this dynamically in case I remap stuff? Or if the player remaps stuff? That would require me to have the ability for the player to remap stuff, which I haven't built yet. Agreed, deathmatch and even CFD CTF get old fairly quick, and not a lot has changed since the late 90s, really. I don't play too many PvP FPSs, but from the ones that I watch, at least, they do look pretty similar. But yeah, I've always preferred, like, either single player or co-op FPS games, especially ones that have interesting stories. Like Borderlands. That was pretty fun and had a pretty interesting story. For now, I'm just gonna say pick up coin with I can't even remember. My hands can remember what I can pick up the coin with. Okay. Right trigger and E. Super hokey, but whatever. Deep Rock Galactic is another favorite? I haven't played that one yet, but I've heard a lot of good things. Let's rename you to Pick Up Explainer. Duplicate you, rename to Move Explainer. Move you over here. Sorry to be distracting? No, not at all. That's, I mean, that's kind of why I'm streaming. I want to hear what people are interested in, and I, want to hear how their days are going. If I didn't want that, I could just, do this all on my own. And that seems significantly less fun. What are they called? The... D-pad or left stick? Do I have the left stick for all of them? Oh, that's right. I need to also add for right and left paddle. Oh, not mouse button. I wanted... While I'm in here, let's do... Wait, paddle one? No. L1. Yes. And you going to be R1. So Godot game dev question. How do you decide what screen size resolution to build your game for? Affects things like graphics asset size, right? Yes. How I've decided has been relatively arbitrary. I should probably do a lot more research on what would constitute a good screen size. In general, I've heard that 1920 by 1080 is kind of the preferred size you want to go for. And I've actually gone for a bit smaller than that so that it'll fit on a web page easier. So if you had like a 1920 by 1080, like my screen is what do they call it, a 2K size? But yeah, so what I'm going for is 1600 by 900. But you can change that in project settings, general, under... where are you? should be a thing called window. There we go. You can have the size of the build and the test size. So the test size is what it looks like when you press any of these test buttons up here. But I like to just keep them the same. Arrow keys, D-pad or left stick. I wonder if that does work. Then alignment center. Nice. Then we can move you down right there. Okay, and then here, for now, go this way. Okay. How you looking? Pick up coin, the right trigger E or left mouse button. Right trigger, left mouse button, or E key. And then let's center the text. Okay. Do that. I think I want to bring the prize container or the prize box a little closer so you can see it right away. And then let's scoot you down into place. And continue moving that. Now, what should we do next? I think now we should introduce the hazards. So let's get a prize spawner. Put you right here. Let's duplicate you. Call you hazard explainer. Avoid hazards, or you will lose health. Okay, like right about there, and let's get the prize spawner right about there, and this one. We just want the spiky ball. Let's scoot you a little more over. this a little over. Duplicate you again. Rename. We'll call you Prize Box Explainer. Place drop prize, not prices, prizes into the into here to gain rewards. Coins will give gold. This move you here. The label should that. I put a W in there. You got kind of big. How do I? Will you continue to be big? You are still big. What? I need you smaller. Hi, Exodrifter. I already talked with you, but how's your evening going? I was chatting with Exodrifter before streaming. Oh, you know. Yep. Hydrate? Will do. Thanks, Katan. So yeah, Exodrifter, I'm making a tutorial level because I think it really could use one. We'll probably sleep soon. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, though. You should put the cozy cat in your scarf. Already posted it. Okay. I've got... Were you talking about one of these cozy cats? Like the sleepy one? Or this cat? Or that cat? I bet you want the Katan cat. Oh. Ah, too far. Maybe there. There. There we go. Got the cozy Katan. Ah. Don't clip through my scarf. Maybe if I... There we go. That looks better. Alright. Katan's all snuggled in. Exodrifter's getting ready to sleep. Everybody's getting sleepy. Is this what I want to change? Oh, there we go. It was that easy the whole time. Darn, hard to show off M4 when everybody's sleepy. Yeah, I'll liven it up a little. I think now might be a good time to show it off, actually, if that's okay. Let's grab it. Whoop. Get out of there. No, go. Put it over here. There, there, there. turn down the music a bit. Can you see it? Yeah, you can all see it. Alright, let's take a look. M4, the macro language? No. Miles the Mastiff's Murderbot mascots. The 4 M's. I'm gonna do normal mode. I'm nowhere near good enough for the harder modes, but I think I can do normal mode. Alright, let me get the stuff. I kinda like the shotgun the best so far. I just love going this fast. And this little, like the little boost you get. Oh no! The little boost you get when you like go through the windows feels really good. Get me some armor. Grab some more health again. Alright, let's see if I can... Ah, no! Get away! Gotta get up! Gotta get up! Okay, let's try out this. Gonna get ya. Gotcha. Nice, nice. Oh no, there was one left. Nope. Gotta regroup. Alright. We're gonna try getting you from a range. Did I get you? Oh no! Got you. Okay. I love that screen wipe. There was a secret? I didn't find it. Is there a way to get back to the menu? Kinda just quit it like that before. Let's see. I mean, the combat that's available still isn't really indicative of the game yet. I like the combat. Yeah, I'm happy with how the ledge vault system. Yes, it's super nice. I'd be so bad at this game I can't precise aim moving that fast. I used to be a lot better than I am today, but I got some catching up to do. I'd constantly need something with splash damage. It's rocket launcher for you. I noticed the ADS mode carries over between weapons. There was a secret, but it was broken because I unlinked... Oh, gotcha. And then the test level, while I was watching you make it, K10, I kind of just like felt like I wanted to crawl around and explore it, like in real life even. Like it sort of triggered like this this feeling of that you used to get a long time ago if you ever went into like play places and stuff. Just like, I want to jump on all the things. I want to look at all the stuff. You know? Find all the secret rooms. Like that one. Oh no! Get up there. Gotta go straight on, I think. Yeah. All these secrets. And I love how, like, you can see stuff ahead of time, so you know, like, I want to get down there. And then you can get down there. And I liked the above idea that you took. I think that's going to be super fun. Like, if you could rush through here, and then I think it was up here? Yeah. You can get down in here and take them all out. Whoop. Let's see what else. This room, I'd probably die in this room until I got really good at, like, this thing. Like, I feel like I could be pretty deadly if I kept moving around the walls. And this guy, I think you said, was the boss of the level, if I remember right. And that I liked how you added this, I think it was going to be a destructible wall, so you could bypass the end boss and do, like, the stealth mode. I like having a stealth mode. The Deus Ex Human Revolution, it was like playing two different games if you went combat mode or stealth mode, and I really liked that. But yeah, everyone, that's Keitan's game that she's working on. And the movement is as good as it looks. It feels as good as it looks, I should say. So yeah, Keitan, if you want to drop a link to anything, feel free. God, the intro camera is still in the older version. That's okay. Yeah, unfortunately the crawl spaces are a bit bugged right now. It feels okay. I did have a little bit of trouble getting into that one up there. The intention behind the combat is to hop from wall to wall. Good. So I had it right in my head. I was talking with Loris after he tested it, and I'm gonna work on creating some form of trigger brush to funnel the player through vent spaces. I gotcha. Yeah, I am looking forward to the next update that you're willing to share with all of us. Alright, back to this. Gotta make it easy. So I think I want sorta to restrict the player's movement a bit in that part. And then as we go on, let's open it up a bit. I think. Like that. Yeah, if anyone wants to give the prototype a try, you can just drop $3 my Ko-Fi and pick it up, as well as in the future. Yep. And yeah, Keitan, feel free to drop a link to where they can do that if you want. Whoops, too big. I'm gonna make it a little easier for the player, I think. Let's actually create a little area for these things to fall in. Hi, Goki Dev. How are you feeling today? Goki missed it? I can run through it one more time. Or actually, not just one more time. I can run through it as many times. It's not like anything I'm doing is that pressing. But yeah, Goki Dev, here's the game that K-Town was working on. It's pretty fun. The movement in this game really does feel nice. And I'd almost just like to have just sort of like parkour style levels, I think. Or I should say I'd be happy even with just that. Alright, yep. I want my shotgun. I love the Mega Man X style wall jumps. Okay, you're the one with the gun, so I'm gonna do... Nice. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I can go back and get health. Oops, no, get up there. Jump, 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 jump. There we go. Get these healths. Gotta... Whoa, no, no, no. Take me to the healths. Also, I need to try... I'm gonna try and get every single item. So I'm gonna... Oh, there you are. Let me take a little bit of damage from you. Not that much, though. Too much. There we go. Hi, Mr. Orangutan. How's your evening going? Oh no, I can't pick up this last one. Whoop. Oh, there were all these, too. Oh, but those are the ones. That's right. They can go above. Very Doom-like. And that final wipe is so fun. The screen wipe, I mean. And yeah. Super fun movement system. You can skip the intro camera pan with space. Oh, okay. Good to know. Did you happen to grow up with Quake? The results screen only counts artifact category items. Oh, gotcha. It's going good. I'm brainstorming game ideas. How am I? I'm doing pretty well. I'm finally getting around to making a tutorial level. Something that I probably should have had since the beginning. But I feel like you can't really make a tutorial level until you sort of have the game systems figured out. I know someone who swears by this kind of movement in FPS games, so I bet they'll be into it. It does feel really nice. I didn't grow up with Quake, but I was hugely inspired by Titanfall 2 for the movement. Nice! I still need to try out Titanfall 2. That was the one you said had a single-player mode, right? Let's see now. We opened up to here. There's gonna be little spikies dropping. Then let's open up a little more. Whoops. That. I keep forgetting I can, like, do this. Alright, now we want a prize spawner that will drop the other ones. Let's make one. Whoops, there. move you. You are going to drop just slimes. Titanfall 2 has an amazing single-player campaign? Nice. I'll have to check it out, and if it has movement like this, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Okay, we need another explainer. You can actually be named Hazard Explainer too, I think. Because that's exactly what you're going to be. I'll call you... You can fire lasers. Lasers? Is it with a Z or an S? I honestly can't remember. You can fire lasers with... Wait, what do you use to fire lasers? My hands will know. Right click. Oh, I suppose I can just look in the inputs. Lasers with an S? Gotcha. I don't know why I was thinking with a Z. Okay. I don't actually have any keys that you can use. I should probably have the spacebar and then move down. Oh, I don't want this anymore. That was for a different style of game. Also, hi whoever just started watching. How are your evenings or days going? Today I'm making a tutorial level. Because my brother and his boyfriend were over last night for a movie, and I had them try out my game, and they're pretty decent gamers, and they had trouble with my game. So, I need an explainy thing. Space for lasers is good. And all the buttons. Having all these buttons was because I've got like a Super Nintendo USB controller that I use for like Mega Man X speedruns and whatnot, but I've also been using it to test, and I could not for the life of me figure out which button corresponded with the right ones, because it's not the WB, X, and A that it should be. Do what every AAA title does and throw text boxes at the player. I am sort of doing that, but I'm doing it in a way that I'm okay with. So, let me show you. So in the tutorial level, there's gonna be text boxes, but they're not gonna be in front of you. They're gonna be behind you. And they're just sort of there. Yep, I'm definitely throwing text boxes. And that's kind of, eventually I want to have like graphics and stuff there. Like, oh, where is it? My brother actually sent me a helpful message. He said to do this, and that would be super helpful. And that's the kind of thing I want to make. Something in the background that looks like it's actually part of the game, and it gives you all the information you need with a minimal amount of text. But until that point, we get text boxes. But yeah, Murderbot Mascots is a fairly tongue-in-cheek game. The entire gist of it is, what if Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, but you're a pilot from Titanfall 2, so your main enemies are going to be animatronics. That is very much the feeling that I wanted to have when I first played the first Five Nights at Freddy's. And I only played that one for a few hours before I realized I kinda liked the aesthetics of the game, but the gameplay was kinda boring. I also feel like it's redundant to have the text boxes state your controls when you have a HUD panel. Yes, I want to get rid of this HUD panel and move it to the pause screen, which now's as good a time as any. So let's move it to the pause screen. I want to open the pause screen. Where are you? Here we go. So let's grab, not you, instruction panel. Are you part of it? Yes, you are. Let's copy all of you, go to the pause menu, and plop you right in there. Wait a minute. This seems like something I'd actually want to do in its own scene. Like that. And then I can put it wherever I want. So this instruction panel, let's plop you up in the corner there. Yeah, this should be good. We want to put you in UI, instructions panel. And then in the pause menu, I will just add the instructions. For now, let's just put you right up there. And for the game UI, let's get rid of you. There we go. And then I should also move this in there. Where are you? Prize description panel. Gotcha. Wait, did I selected all of you. Did I actually copy? Copy. Prize descriptions. Save you in the UI as prize description panel. Go to the pause menu. Get the game. No, prize description panel. Why am I looking for game? Oh, and you, I need to reset your anchor? Margin? What? This one. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Save you. And in here... there. That... good enough for now. I'll come back and do some adjusting on that later. For now, I just want it out of here. Alright, that's a lot neater. And I feel like the script is only referencing those things. Okay. Hopefully nothing broke. But You might have. Pick up coin. Put it in there. Avoid hazards. You can fire lasers with, and I didn't finish my thought. Let me think. Instead of having this be slimes, let's actually have you be generic blocks. Because I want to let the players know that when they get to the slimes, that there is going to be a hidden thing where you might not want to kill slimes. That, and you can fire lasers with the right mouse button, space key, and and like any of the buttons, like the 4 main controller buttons. What are those even called? And like the 4 main controller buttons. Face buttons? Okay. And the face buttons. Thanks, K-Town. Let's take this and move you up. Probably want to specify controller face buttons. You are right. And controller face buttons. You can fire lasers to destroy... What should I call it? To destroy objects? Like that. There we go. Or just standardize one face button for it. That's what I'm gonna do when I get like a PlayStation and Xbox controller hooked up. Because right now, this like whatever Super Nintendo controller I've got, I'm pretty sure the buttons aren't what they say they are. So I kind of want to find out. Well, actually, yeah, I should just in here, I should remove all of these. And then I can just actually copy this string and say it's gonna be, you know, the square. I think I want DualShock Square and Nintendo Y, which I'm pretty sure isn't actually what my controller is, but that's what it should be. Square X, Y, okay. DualShock Square, Xbox X, and Nintendo Y. There we go. That's better. Alright, so these will be generic blocks, pose no threat, and you can destroy them with lasers to try it out. Now, I'm going to make a new prize box. We'll put you... Wait, where are you? Oh, that's UI elements. Never mind. I need level objects. Prize box. Right over there. Maybe like that. And you... Oh no, where did I put the prize box? No. Hi Shiny Alpy. How's your evening going? I was watching Shiny Alpy play, a fighting game before this. It was pretty fun. Also, I forgot. I gotta do my shoutouts more often. There we go. And there you go. Brunya. Also, hi, Cathelios, or just Kaith. Is this your first time to the channel? Where? Oh, I have you as a child of the label. I don't want that. Put you, like, right there. But yeah, thanks for the raid and thanks for stopping by. Today I'm making a tutorial level. Cause my brother and his boyfriend were over last night for a movie night, and then they tried my game, and even though they're pretty good at video games, they were having troubles with this. So I gotta do better. We probably raided you together before? Oh, nice. What was I doing? Oh, right, prizes. I want to show how the health potions work. The health and mana potions. Shoot, I did it again. There. I want you to be a child of the level. There we go. Now let's do duplicate. We're gonna call you Potion Explainer. Probably also want where's my experience potion? There we go. Oh, almost added you as a child of the label. Potion Explainer. Explain your potions. Potion Explainer. Explain your finest potions. So, potion prizes. Red potion gives health. Blue potion gives mana. Purple potion gives EXP. Yeah. Let's scooch you in a bit and move you down there. Drop them in the prize area. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow, Keith. I hope you enjoy it here. What next? What else needs explaining? Let's do the slimes next. So the hidden mechanic with the slimes is the more of them you kill, the less likely a slime coin is going to drop. And they're actually pretty good, so it's sort of an incentive not to kill the slimes. But some levels are really hard if you don't kill them. Scoot you over there. Let's make your spawner color blue so you can be like the slimes. Now... Slime explainer. Destroying slimes will give EXP. But at what cost? Not gonna say what that cost is. You just have to find out. Or you could have, just been listening to me and I just told you. But, those future players, they won't know. Or the future yous who have forgotten. Or the future me that's likely forgotten. Did you do it? Do what? Was there something I should have done? What did it cost? It costs the likelihood of slime coins dropping. And you have to live with the guilt. The guilt of murdering those helpless little slimes. What do I want next? We did the potions, we got the slimes. Oh, I know. We should do the batteries next to explain how the shields work. So for that we'll need... I was making an Infinity War? Oh, I forgot about that. Just to group them, I'm gonna put them in there. Hi, Jim of Leisure. How's your evening going? Been working on any fun tech projects lately? Yeah, let's make like a little area with a bunch of batteries on it. Or, alternatively, I could like... Yeah. I could make a bunch of batteries just keep falling in there at a fairly low rate. Meetings in the morning, shopping in the afternoon, assembled a new desk chair. Nice. No time for tech so far? Well, I think your tech will be more fun with a better desk chair. Lots of YouTube watched? Good to hear. That's always fun. Move you like right there. And you are just gonna spawn batteries. But you're only gonna spawn them like every 8 to 10 seconds. We don't want a lot of them, just a little bit. Yeah, the old chair cable broke, so it was stuck in a fixed recline position. Very bad for working. Yikes. If that happened to me, I'd probably use a whole bunch of pillows until I got a new one. This'll actually be good because they'll be right next to the slimes. The batteries, I mean. So you'll get kind of an idea of what they can do. Shield explainer. Put you up there. Batteries will grant give temporary shields that repel hazards. Maybe like that. And maybe let's move you down just a bit. I see channel mana is now chill vibes. Yep. I changed that a little while ago. And I replaced it with the gem that Cammy made. I think I want to group all the prize spawners into one. Not for any particular reason, just to kind of make them a bit neater in the editor. So we want another prize spawner over hereabouts, and this one is just gonna drop spiky balls. Or yeah, we'll do another thing of spiky balls. Oh, spiky balls, and let's also do generic blocks. So that way the player will see that hydrate will do. Thanks for the hydrate. So yeah, this way the player will see that the shield will repel the hazards, but it won't do anything to other stuff. Okay. Yes. Oh, the prize spawner that is dropping slimes, we should probably lower that to like 4 to 8 seconds. Because I don't want there to be too many slimes. Okay. Move with WASD, arrow keys, D-pad, or left stick. For now, go this way. Pick up coin with right trigger. Avoid hazards or you will lose health. Alright, I want... right here... a sprint explainer. What buttons are sprint again? Sprint is either shift or L button. Left trigger. You can sprint with shift key or left trigger. Maybe I should call it dash instead, because it is more of a dash. And I want to let them know about it here so they can get past the spikies a bit easier. Or they can dash right into the spikies and take some damage, which will be good because then they'll see what the health potion does over here. Alright. Now we want... probably to introduce the bombs. Oops. And should we open it up anymore? I don't think so. Not yet, anyways. Let's get another prize spawner. Move you over here. We want just bombs and generic blocks at a rate of 1 bomb for every 2 blocks. So that way the player can see that the bombs will blow things around. Okay, shield explainer. Duplicate you. Call you bomb explainer. Move you over here. Bombs explode after a set amount of time. They will push other objects and heavily damage you. There we go. Alright. What else is left to explain? There's the gems, but I kind of want to keep those for later. Just as sort of a, hey, there's gems kind of a thing. much experience do you need to level again? That gives 50. So I should do an area with a few experience potions that you can use to level up. So let's start bringing the level back down a bit. Like that. Whoops. Oh no. And once again I forgot I can just do that. Kinda want to separate this area a little bit so that the bombs and stuff will kinda stop. Whoops. Alright, and let's actually... No, that's good, that's good. Let's do this and that. And let's do another prize box. Whoops. Come over here. Right there. Not you. Or these. And let's do another prize spawner. Right there. And you are just going to give experience potions. At a rate of 8 to 10 seconds. And we will make an experience explainer. Level up. So to get to the level up screen, you can either what is it? You can level up, no. After collecting enough XP, you can level up with you can level up by pressing select on the controller or clicking the level up button. You can level up by pressing That looks okay enough. Put you right there. Actually, no, let's put you over here. Yeah. Okay. Now, what is left? I think pretty much just you need to win the game. So, let's make a spawner over here that does coins. And we'll have you do like 5 to 1. Actually, let's do 10 of those to 5 of those to 1 of those, maybe 3 to those. Make you yellow. Okay, now we need one last explainer. The win explainer? The level is 1 after you collect enough gold. The level is 1 after you collect enough gold. Sounds like I could do a better job with that sentence. Finish the level. Win the level by collecting enough gold. Collect enough gold to win the level? This is good enough. Alright, now I've got the tutorial level pretty much done, I think. I just need to make it look spiffy now. So let's make a new tile set, or tile map. We'll have you be collision, use parent. Okay. Collision, use parent. You're going to use the tile set there, and we want to modulate you to be thinking purple. Let's add some tiles. Oh, that's right. I need to change cell size to, is it 32 by 32? No. Is it quadrant size? No. Is it transform? No. What is different between you? Oh, it is 32 by 32. Oh, and then it's both of those. Okay. There we go. Actually, we probably want this like that. Like this, and put you like that. Erase those tiles. I think I want to make these. Oh. I want to make these like this. Maybe? No. Wait, how did I have this before? Oh, like this. Okay. There we go. That looks kind of weird. I don't actually think I want it like that. Because I think the thing that I'm after is that I want the purple to like draw your attention, I think. So let's actually... Oh no. Yeah, so that any place you see this, it'll be like, oh, that's what I need to look at. I should probably also put like that, kinda. Or yeah. Maybe more like that, and then you are this prize box. I kind of liked you there. I think what I need to do is move this sprite over just a bit. There we go. my put prize here sprite that someday I'll change, but I don't know. It's almost an appropriate level of jankiness that I'm happy to just leave. Okay, that'll draw your eye towards those. Now, want this. To sorta go like that. Okay, I did that. Oh. Like that, and then get rid of you. Actually, let's make you like that. Or no. Okay, these. Let's draw over them first. Erase you. Okay, bombs. Let's put you right there, and you right there. Doot, 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 doot. Go like that. And then there we go. Let's get rid of you. All right. I think. Oh, I forgot to build this back. I think the tutorial level might be good for now. It'll at least give the players, you know, some semblance of an idea of what they should be doing. Somewhere I should indicate to them that they can press start to pause the game. Maybe right above here. Pause explainer. You can pause the game with the P key or select button. No, start button. And let's move you up. All right. Let's see how this plays. I might actually want to move that gold needed to win over to the side, but I'll do that later. Okay, it's telling me I can pick up this coin. Put it in there. You can dash with the shift key. You can fire lasers to destroy objects with the right mouse button, space key. Yeah, it's definitely not the Y button on my controller. That's the X button. Red potion gives health, blue potion mana, purple potion, sure. Destroying slimes will give EXP, but at what cost? What cost indeed? Batteries will give you temporary shields that I forgot a space in there. I also forgot to put a prize box somewhere nearby. Let's remedy those. Ah, my controller. Ah, I'm just dropping everything. All right. Over here. Gotta have another prize box. Like right about there, maybe. Whoops, too many. Then this one. That. There we go. Let's actually move this prize spawner over there a bit. And let's put... So if those drop... Actually, maybe that'd be fortuitous, because then they can see that the hazards can drop in there as well. Alright. Let's play it again. Grabbed a coin. Grab experience. Destroying slimes will give VXP. Get some batteries. Get a shield. That repels hazards. Is this gonna drop a bomb? There we go. I need to have that drop bombs more frequently. Whole bunch of experience. Select. Collect gold. That should do it. Nice. All right. I think that's good. Now I'm gonna have that be the first level that you get to when you select Start Game. Let's see now. How am I entering this game again? Game controller. Is it in here? Or no, it's in here, I think. Start screen. So it's a UI element. I mean, I suppose I could have just gone there. And check to see what you're calling into that script. On start game button up. Game controller starting level. Oh. I'm setting that in here. Oh, that might be a holdover from when I had the levels numbered. That's not actually what I want, though. Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want it to be... load level. Or is it in... Is that what I want? Level ID scene. That's gonna be kind of tricky, because that level will be just the first one in the list. How can I... Alright, where all are you being called? There and there. So that's it. So what I can do... I'll do... Start game. And... starting level will be a string of type... Wait, am I doing that right? Where else am I specifying a starting string? In the level template. Okay, so it is that. And let's get the resource path of the tutorial level. Level tutorial. There. Start game will do I should probably figure out a way to get the level by ID, maybe? Well, for now, let's just do get tree, change scene, starting level, and then I suppose I can just do all of this. Oh, but then the level ID won't get set. Wait, am I actually using this anywhere? I am using it here to reset the current level. But maybe that's not what I want to do. Or maybe it is. That part of the night when I'm trying to figure stuff out. Feels like I ought to also switch the music to something lo-fi. Where are you? There we go. Nice and relaxing. How's the audio, by the way? Is the music too loud, too quiet? Is my voice too loud or too quiet? Audio sounds good. Thanks a bunch. All right. Especially with your soothing voice in it. Aw, thanks, Mr. Orangutan. And thanks for the hydrate, Exodrifter. And see you later, Exodrifter. I hope you sleep well. Let me see. Got you with the hearts back. Let's see. Start game, starting level. This is what I want to happen. But I also want to set this. So it's only used when we're trying to restart the game. Let's actually take a look. Load level. Oh, right. Start game. Let's try you again. I want to see, what do you look like? Levels dictionary. The first level is Angry Duck. Baseball level. Oh, so they're alphabetical. How to do this? How to do this in a way that isn't super hacky, that I just thought of right now, and I'm probably going to do it the hacky way. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it the hacky way. I'm going to use a negative number. No, shoot. That'll break if I try to load a negative number level. My plan was, is if I have a negative number, I can check for that in load level. So it'll be like, hey, if you're a negative number... Oh, I can just do that anyways. If... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Hi, Pikachu fans. How's your evening going? Yeah. Level ID is less than 0. We want to do something special. Let's do, okay, current level equals level ID. Wait a minute. Hold on, where am I actually... Where am I looking for this? It's going good. Just barely noticed that you were streaming, so here I am. Oh, nice. Well, glad to see you here. Today I'm making a tutorial level. Because I had my brother and his boyfriend try out the game yesterday, and they both got kinda confused. So it's high time I made it a little easier to understand. So the only place that I'm actually using this current level is when I load level in here. And then if I'm doing that, I'm setting the current level to the level ID that I got, which was already the level ID that I passed to it. So there's no reason I even need to use that. That can't be the only place I'm using load level. Can it? Oh, here we go, in level select. Oh, I was searching for current level, that's right. Tutorial level? Yep, that's what I'm making. Right now I'm trying to figure out a somewhat elegant way to make that the first level, but then... yeah. Okay, I know what to do. I need to do like a dictionary walk and find the level, find the tutorial level as it gets created. So, let's change you back to being an int. You're gonna be 0. This is gonna break, but that's fine. We basically want to change it so that the current level when you start the game is going to be equal to the ID of the level that is the tutorial level. You are going to be a string, and your string is going to default to level objects, just set it up, the tutorial level, as level 0, so new players start with the tutorial level first before level 1. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. But the problem is, I'm using this to build a level dictionary, which is super helpful for generating the buttons for all the different levels in the level select screen, but it makes it a little difficult in figuring out which position this first level, the tutorial level, is going to be on. But I think I found a solution. So all I need to do is walk through and look for the level that I've indicated in the level dictionary. So it's going to be this one, and and this will only be called once, and that's fine. For level in levels. Am I doing a for loop correctly? It has been a while since I've done a for loop in here. For I in, yep, okay. So it's basically just for thing and thing. Trial and error, just remember that as you go through what you need to do, it'll work the way you want. Yep, I just gotta keep trying. And keep thinking in different directions. And I think this one should work. Because all I need to do is compare that scene. So, if level scene is equal to tutorial level, then current level is equal to level index plus equals 1. And how do I break out of view? Not format. I'm looking for just for. Display all. Properties. All right, I'm gonna look this one up quick. This is just like, I know what to do, I just want to know the proper syntax of doing it. All right, it is just break. All right, now we start the game, we get the current level, and then... what? Am I still streaming? Looks like it. The stream manager page just broke. But if it's back now, let me know if I'm actually still streaming. Still streaming? Thanks, Jim. Okay. We then load level. Current level. Oh, Nelly. Staying alive. Yep. Still on. Okay. This should work, and now we're starting the game from here in the start screen. And the other stuff that's using load level should continue to work. Because it is indeed an integer again. Let's test it. It broke. Is it going to be levels like that? Let's see, what is the levels? Level for level and levels, is that not the object of this? Or is it going to be like this? Yeah, that's 0. Is this what I want? Then I don't even need the level index. Should just be able to do it like that. Don't need that anymore. Will this work? Hey, it does work. All right, I've got a tutorial level. Let's go beat it really quick and make sure that that still works. Scooting to the end. Oh right, I was gonna make more bombs there. There's my slime coin. Yeah, the slime coins give you shields, health regen, mana regen, gold, and experience. They're pretty good. So you might not want to get rid of them. I need to make this thing drop way more coins. Alright, where are you? This prize spawner. Oh, that's because your timer is like super slow. And this one, I wanted more bombs. A 1-to-1. And let's take this tile map down a bit. That should be good. I think that'll work. Swish, swish, swish. Don't want it to be too slow, lol. Yes, I don't want it to be too slow. Want the coins to come through sort of fast. Oh, whoops. The whole point was to press the start. Let's get this first gimme coin. Whoa, slimes. Those slimes have some mad jumps now. I don't remember them being that hoppy before. Hey, slime coins. Yeah, this is faster. All right. Now the level select should theoretically work as well. And it does. Go back to the tutorial level. Got ourselves a different background. Level select works. Slimes. Nice, got a gem. Hey, nice. All right. That level's pretty decent. I think the game's coming along pretty nicely. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be back in just a little bit. And I'll run some ads too, so hopefully pre-rolls and stuff won't be a thing. Okay, be back in just a couple minutes. Hiya, I'm back. I hope you all enjoyed the ads and that they were for something you actually wanted and not just, health insurance or something. I mean, you probably want health insurance, but you know what I mean. Hi Beck, I'm Mr. Orangutan. Thanks for the dad joke. What can I do to make this a little more spiffy? Kinda looks a little boring. Let's get a new set of tiles. We'll make some stuff on the outside. We'll have you be nice light blue. Some spikies. Let's see. Maybe some of these. Wait. Oh no! I duplicated this and it duplicated all the tiles that had been set. That's why that's blue. Whoops. I can fix that pretty quickly by doing a... There. Erase all of them. There, 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 there. There we go. Do. Spikes up there. Maybe like... And then maybe like this. Ah, what? Oh, there we go. Hi, Puddlemon. How's your evening or day going? Whoops. Finally, I did music in Music 2000 style. Oh, nice. You mean you made some music? If you drop a link in the Discord, I can maybe put it on if you want. Let's do... one of those. Check Discord? Okay. Let's listen to Puddlemon's track quick. Let's turn the volume up a bit. That sounds pretty familiar. I like it. It's a pretty happy take on it. Super Mario Land. Was that the one for Game Boy? Good job. Nice. Yeah, feel free. Oh, yeah, I did like it. And anyone else too. If you have anything that you want me to bring up on stream, just either plop it in the Discord, or you should be able to put it in chat too, I think. Let's see now. What? Where did it go? It just shut down. Please work. Please still be there. It looks like everything is there except for the little doodads I was making. And that's fine. That was pretty weird though. It just stopped. Alright. Let's get that tile map back. Duplicate you, and then we gotta go through and erase all the duplicates. Okay. Now let's change your color tile map to... We had you at a blue. Get some of these circles. Not there. So I think maybe what I can do is like each section of the tutorial, maybe I'll surround it in like different shapes. Maybe. So the hazardy section, we'll make you triangles. Like that. And you, because you're just blocks, will be just blocks. Now the potions, I think you're gonna be the wheelies again. Like that. Slimes. Let's make you these kinds of spikes. Whoops. Plopping down level doodads. Oh no. Now we gotta flip ya. We're getting there. And that lines up. All right, now the battery section. I don't know. Like that maybe? That could be good. The bombs. Let's do like that kind of triangle. Not like that though. Like that. There we go. And this will be the wheelies again. And for you, for this section, is that what I want? I think I'm just gonna do the wheelies. That seems okay. Alright, let's save. I need to learn to save more often. Also, hi whoever just started watching. How's your evening going? I think this is good. Everything going good? Oh, you mean everything's going good for you? Good to hear. There we go. Like that. Up like that. Try not to use anything that's copyrighted content, because I noticed with a different streamer that if they use copyrighted material, that there's no sound whatsoever for playback for a little bit, and then the sound is restored after. Oh, have I been silent at all? I thought that was only on the VODs. Can you all hear me? Oh, you can? Okay. And yeah, I am trying to use, stuff that isn't copyrighted. Yeah, and if it's just the VODs, that's okay, because, I'm also recording them, and I'll upload them to YouTube later. And now I'm actually, like, recording them, like, locally, so... because before I was just exporting from the VODs, but yeah, there shouldn't be... Yes, there shouldn't be any muted audio. I don't know, I think this level looks fine. It's just the VODs bit? Gotcha. And yeah, the music that I'm using is... can I get a link to it? It is this. So the people who made the music in this playlist, I think they specifically want you to use it for streaming and then credit them in the descriptions. And so it should all be good, but sometimes the Twitch algorithm will detect, for whatever reason, a song suddenly becomes something that is flagged. And I don't have any control over that. And then too, if you hear, like, if I play any stuff that isn't in this playlist, I've got permission from the artist to use it. I think that's good. So now, let's see what else we need to work on. I should probably make a build of this. If for no other reason than to give something to my brother and his boyfriend so they know what to do now. Unless, was there any quick stuff I wanted to change first? What? I can't press the buttons because the canvas layer is absorbing them from these things. It's a good thing I tested. So on the pause screen, oh, I need to update you. Instructions panel, instructions. Sure. And I'll update this all later. Oh, not instructions. Controls. Yeah, but there's already a control node. I want game. Yeah, I'll just call it instructions. It's not like the player's ever gonna see, you know, what I name my nodes. Alright. So I need to set you... I think it's mouse filter ignore. And then the same for you. Oh wait, no, pass. I think I want it to be mouse filter pass. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Alright, let's try it. Nope, that wasn't it. Maybe if I put you above there? Oh no, now you're in there. But at least this is working again. So I think that instead of a center container, what I might actually want is a grid container. Maybe? Or a grid container in a center container? And the grid container will have 3 columns. One of them will be the VBox column. One of them will be... Actually, let's move you and add you again as prize description, instructions panel. Now hold on a minute. That doesn't seem right. It's like they don't have any width. They're just... UI is confusing in Godot sometimes. Maybe it's because I actually want you to be the panel. Aha, that is what I wanted. All right. Make you the root and get rid of this. Now let's move you in there. We need to give you some spacing. Or is this what I want? Maybe not. Change type to HBox. HBox container. And you should have separation. Actually, hold on. Change node type. Theme override. You do have both of them. Okay. There we go. All right, now I should probably update all these little things for these panels. You, little bomb, need to be repositioned. No? Let's actually have you be right there. And then for this one, pretty much just want to duplicate you. Change your value to the slime coin. Nice. The gems. So we need all of you. There's 4 kinds of gems. The experience gem, the health gem, This one is the mana gem. Gem blue. And this gem, there was the rainbow gem, but I think I was using the gray and a bit of animation modulation to make you shift colors. So, to indicate that to the player, I could probably do the same thing. What scene are you in? Prizes, gem rare. You have an animation player on you. Color shift gem. Do I have this animation saved somewhere? Or can you even save one? Or would I just make this into its own saved thing that I could just add? Oh, here we go. Save as. Where do I save an animation to? Probably UI? So then in here, I could add an animation player. And we could have your root node be this one. And the animation you're going to do is going to be that. I'll be just tickled if this works right off the bat. It does not. Why is it not? Because I renamed some stuff. You're no longer the center container. You are the HBox container. I'm pretty sure. B-box, okay. Let's get all you smooshed. Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, wait. What? I thought I had it in my head. In the pause menu. Oh, this is now a grid container. Resume game button. Yeah, let's just find you. Copy node path. Let's see what you have become. Okay, that's all it was. Just like that. It's not animating though. I bet that's because I autoplay on load and loop. I think that's what I needed to check. So now let's see. You're not doing it still. Do you actually? Okay, yeah, you are changing. I think you're set to the right sprite. So you're not doing anything in there. Sprite Modulate. The sprite object should be able to be modulated. Yeah, it's got the right colors. Maybe it needs to be on the control node? But does control have modulate? Oh, there we go. Maybe that is all I needed to do. Let's see if you animate now. Yeah, there we go. And now we need to update your label. Gold, EXP, health, mana. Does it also give shields? Let's try this music. A little more upbeat, but not too upbeat. Alright, you give HP, mana, shields, experience, and gold. That's a lot of everything. Was just looking out for you and your streams so they don't ever get taken down. Oh, no worries. And yeah, I try to be careful. As far as like the copyrighted music goes, normally what Twitch does is they just mute the part of the video, and YouTube, what they do is they'll give any money or any revenue that you generate to the music creators. Either of which don't bother me too much. But yeah, I definitely am trying to only have stuff that I'm allowed to. Did I miss any prizes? Oh, wonder... Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just thinking if I should make this block change colors too, because it can be different colors. But not gonna do it. Damages player. Hazards. Damage player. Coins. Increase. I can't spell. Let's give the slime coin its own row. We'll change you to the slime coin. Oh, that's right. Change the modulate back. And this little one, let's get rid of. Oh, not all of that, just this. And then for your label, let's say, gold, wait. Gold, what do the slime coins do again? Okay, they do everything that the rare gems do. Gold, EXP, health, mana, shield, and killing slimes reduces frequency. Killed slimes lower drop rate equals slime kills. There we go. That should make it pretty obvious. And it's sort of a hidden mechanic because people would actually have to pause the game and pay attention to this. Let's make you a bit bigger. Whoa. Maybe even bigger. All right. Now let's change your position to be, 5 and 5. That kind of lines up. Okay. I think that's good. Now I just need to actually start working on the instructions panel, which is quite a bit out of date. I also need to find wherever I put the input image assets. Where are they again? Projects, assets, images. Aha! I found them. Let's just grab them all. Wait. Before I grab them all, let's make sure I put them in the right spot. Did it work? There they are. All right. Let's grab all of you. And all of you. Whoops. Xbox. There we go. All right, I got him. So we need to change a whole bunch of stuff here. Space, what do you do again? Space is now the laser. There is no drop claw anymore. So I can actually get rid of this one. Then for fire laser, let's duplicate you. Change this to space key, not print screen. There we go. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is the right click. Okay. Now let's duplicate you twice. And you are going to be up. Up. Arrow key. No, it's going to be key W. I just heard a notification from somewhere. But whatever. Could have been on the song, actually. Where is the arrow key? There we go. The riveting part of the stream where I edit instruction panels. Maybe a new follower? Well, I don't see anything about it in the activity feed, and usually it'd pop up there. That's what makes me believe it's either something on the song I'm listening to, or maybe in Discord? Looking for the S key. Alright. Claw grab. Are you still the E? You might be. You still are. Which is fine. But you are also the R button and L2? Why L2? Maybe play it back after the stream? I could do that. I'm not too worried though. R paddle. Yeah. So we need another one of these. And you are not going to be that. You're going to be R1. And also what are you on the Switch? Right trigger? Is that what it looks like? Maybe. It's been a while since I've looked at my Switch. I don't think that's what it is. The right bumper? That's what I think it is. Duplicate you. Now the Xbox one. Is it the bumper? I think so. So now, what did I have for the dash again? Where are you? Oh, did I call it sprint? I called it sprint. Okay. The L button and shift. So let's duplicate all of you. you are going to be shift and not the mouse. And you are going to be L1. And you are going to be R, or hold on, switch, is it the left bumper? And this one is the Xbox left bumper. And you are dash. Ah, I don't want that there. Okay. And I think at the top of this V-Box, I actually need another label. And we're gonna call you Claw Controls. Theme overrides, colors, font color. There we go. Claw grab. I'm just gonna say grab. Grab dash. Fire laser. Oh right, that one had a bunch of different ones too. So fire laser is right button, square X and Y, and space. Square, X, there we go, this one, and you are the switch. Why? That's kind of confusing. Because, I mean, you see this and you're like, okay, PlayStation, I got it. But then you see these two and you're like, which one is it? How do I convey to the player that it's these buttons? Well, I think I'm gonna figure that out later. Because right now, I can't think of anything. Claw controls, label. Paddle control, label. Actually, it should be pinball. Grab, dash, move, fire laser. Okay. So this one is pretty simple, I think. Let's duplicate you and bring you down in here. Oh, but I don't want you as a child of that. I want you as a child of that. All right. It's basically going to be these three. Left, paddle. So it is going to be move left, but then also those ones. And the label. There we go. And then duplicate you. You will be the right paddle. And your stuff is going to be this one. And those ones. And then I probably didn't even need to copy or duplicate all of this stuff. That looks pretty good. Well, it doesn't look good, but it looks vaguely understandable. Can I give you a bit of top? I want like a little bit of buffer right there, but I know if it was CSS, I'd want padding top, but I don't know what is analogous to padding top in this instance. Oh, I could do v-align bottom and then min size 50. That basically gives me the same effect, I think. V-align bottom, min size 30. And then I think that should be good. What other buttons do I have, though? So I've got grab claw, fire laser, pause game. And I've got the dash. So pause game, that's kinda... It's kinda silly. Because in order to actually see this panel, you have to pause the game. But I should probably still have it in there. Yeah, I'll get it. Let's copy you and put you into here. But move you all the way back up here. So you are going to be pause game. And your sprite is going to be the P key. P key and I think escape. Does escape do it? It does. Okay. There we go. I think I need this too. General controls label. And you don't need to have this minimum size. What else pauses? Start button. Are there going to be 3 different ones for the 3 different systems? PS5. That's right. It's not called Start in PS5 anymore. It's... What is it? The options? Or is it the touchpad? I don't actually know. I'll need to hook up a controller to the computer and see what it actually is. I'm gonna guess it's the touchpad though. Have any of you tried using your PS5 controllers or PS4s on Windows? I used to use that DS4 Windows, or what was it called? The whatever that let you use your PS4 the DualShock 4s on Windows. What was it even called? Was it just DS4 Win? Switch. Does the Switch have a start? Oh, it's got a plus. Hang on a second. Input map. Start. Nintendo Plus. Okay. Switch Plus. Or Xbox start? Menu? I'm not sure. Maybe it's menu. I don't know. I'll verify later. Okay, what other general controls are there? Are there any? Select. Oh, select is to level up. DualShock share. Okay. Duplicate you. You are going to be level up. So for the Xbox diagram, I think it's share. You are going to be the minus. Switch minus. And you are going to be the PS5 share. Until I can verify if that's actually what you are. Sure. There will be stats here someday. Maybe. Or maybe not. What I was thinking of doing is putting, like, your completed levels there, but that's kind of a ways away, I think. Oh, that's right. I was gonna work on, like, some clever way of grouping levels today. But instead, I just kind of made a tutorial thing. Which is more important, I think. Let me see. What should I work on next? Or do I want to play a video game? I kind of feel like playing a game. I think I might play some Card TD actually. There's a new update I wanted to check out. But maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I probably should wind down the stream. I have a work meeting tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna wind down the stream. Let's see who's online. There's Erend, there's Aeroax, Mercenary mage. Do any of those sound good? It doesn't look like Aeroax is doing anything. It looks like Aaron's doing something. I tend to rate Aaron a lot, though. But let's first just check to see if there's any other Godot developers on. What are you working on? Hey, this person looks new. Let's raid them. What are you up to? Alright, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Let's all go say hi to Mighty Moki Games. I'll see you all later.
Well, thanks for the raid. I just realized I did something very backwards. Whoa.